Hey guys, Dynamic Gamer here, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be telling you how to build a Stamina Nightblade Gank build. You're going to want to be Vampire for this build, just because it helps a lot. Because being able to move fast and stealth is very important. I mean, and the extra recovery is pretty good too, but that doesn't matter very much. Okay, well, first things first, you're going to want a 5-piece Color Alchemist. You're going to want it on your head piece. You're going to want it on your chest piece. You're going to want it on your belt and pants. That's a 4-piece right there. And then your 2 weapons are going to be also Clever Alchemist. Hold on. What the heck? Whatever. So yeah, but that's going to be supposed to be right there. Yeah, 5-piece Clever Alchemist. Um, for the rings and the necklace, that's going to be 3-piece Viper. This is a Viper ring. It's just a special ring. So, and it's all going to be robust. If you can't get it, I think they always drop in robust, so, from Fungal Grotto 1. So, you just have to go grind that. And then for my boots and my glove, uh, Boots of the Viper, Divines. Everything's Divines, by the way, except for my shoulder, because I can't get it in Divines. Not yet, at least. And then my bracers are Viper as well. So these 2 pieces are Viper, and these 4 are Clever, and then 1 Veladrith. You can also change the Veladrith for Molag, Molagina. It doesn't matter. They give the same 1 piece. If you have a Divine's Molagina, use that. If you have a Divine's Veladrith, use that. And this is all medium armor, by the way. Everything's medium. And it's gonna be, yeah, great sword and bow. If you can, get your bow gold. Your back bar doesn't matter very much. You're not gonna be using it. So if you can only get 1 thing gold, or you can only afford 1 thing gold, get the bow gold, because that's what you're gonna be doing all your damage. Our stamina recovery is not very good. Our stamina is pretty good. Also, by the way, best race for this build is Wood Elf. I am a red guard. It works perfectly fine with a red guard. You can use it. I'm pretty sure you can use this build with every single race, and it worked just fine. I'm pretty sure you could use a high elf. You'll get more magicka, and you can escape more effectively. You won't be doing as much damage, and you won't have as much stamina, but you can do it just fine. Do whatever you want. Okay, so for the skills, I am running Concealed Weapon. But Dynamic Gamer, why are you running Concealed Weapon? That's a magicka ability, because of the speed and visibility. You can use a surprise attack if you want to, if you need a little bit more damage for heavier targets. But I like Concealed Weapons because of the 25% speed increase. I'll show you how fast I can actually go. Like, I am faster in stealth than I am out of stealth. I can sprint around the map. Like, if they find me back there, I'll be all the way over here in like a second, and they'll just be all like throwing caltrops over there while I'm all the way back here, already waiting and preparing for the next opportunity to gank somebody. So it's really effective. My next thing the next skill is ambush. It's very important when someone's on a horse or someone's trying to escape. You just buff up like this, and then you heavy attack, and then you ambush, and then you ult. But if you can, that's not how you want to do it all the time, especially if they're not on a horse. But that's what you want to do if they're on a horse or they're far away and you want to get them really quick, and you can't get behind them. A Killer's Blade. This is really important for like heavier tanky targets that you couldn't just one-shot with your all out of stealth. Usually you'll get them below the 25 health mark, and you can just do it once and then instantly get back into stealth. That's fine. For the 4th skill, Lethal Arrow. This isn't very important. We don't use it this much, but it is a good ranged ganking tool, especially for the targets that are like less than 20,000 health. You can just get these guys out, and it's also good for like hitting people on top of keeps and like 2-shotting them with this. So it's still really good skill, and it's really fun. Next, we're gonna have to be using Inner Light. Inner Light. The only reason we're using this Mage's Guild ability is because you need this passive. If you don't have this passive, then get this passive because you'll be a lot less effective without this. The Might of the Guild increases the next damage of your attack by 20%, and so this is really helpful. Next skill is you want Incapacitating Strike. This is really what you want. Like if you don't have the ult, then you aren't really gonna want to gank them. You are gonna want to find a squishier target to like heavy attack and then ambush and then Killer's Blade, because usually you can kill a squishier target like that, or just go find a mob to build that up. But usually after you kill somebody, you'll have it instantly up anyway, so it's not a really big deal. So because it's only 50 ult and you get that really back really fast. For our back bar, our dual wield bar, you're gonna want a charging maneuver or the retreating maneuver. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I like charging maneuver just because it gives me like 5 extra seconds with minor expedition, but it doesn't matter. Pick whatever one you want. This is also changeable if you want. It's piercing mark. This is to counter other night blades, because a lot of the times in this game you'll gank one person, like and then there'll be like people like just counter ganking you. They'll stay crouched for freaking ever until you try to gank someone again, and then they'll get you. And then if they don't and you escape with cloak, then you can put this on them, so you can actually get them out of the way for the next person to come around. So you don't. So you reduce the risk of you dying again. Shadow Disguise. This is what you're gonna want. You need this because this is your getaway tool and everything about it. And this is also how you get up behind a lot of people. Rally. It's a good heal, but it's also our major brutality buff. So we can get our 3,200 weapon damage. 4,164 weapon damage. Fully buffed. This is fully buffed. And we want Relentless Focus. This increases our damage by 8%, and it also gives you stamina recovery, which is pretty good. And then Incapacitating Strike again if you want. This doesn't matter. You can go Flawless Dawnbreaker on this back bar, but it doesn't matter because you won't be using it anyway. So that's all the skills. And yeah, that's everything. And for champion points, I have 84 in the Mighty. It'd probably be better to get rid of Thaumaturge, because I run 2 builds with this character. I run a normal Stam Nightblade with like a Selene set and everything. So this is probably best for me with that build. But you're gonna want 100 in the Mighty. And I don't have the max CP cap either, so you can still be really effective with this build without the actual max CP. So that's you can do it perfectly fine. I am like 364 at the moment. So this is what you want to fill out first. Get this to 100, and then you can go piercing, and then you can go like piercing strikes, and that's how you probably want to do it. Like 50 in the piercing, and then like a couple more into like piercing strikes. Elemental Defender Hardy. This doesn't matter very much. And then I have 60. I have 48 into Warlord, and then 69 into Mooncalf. And that's my CP. Okay, so that's pretty much everything. But if you want to know how do you go this fast, you just do everything I showed you. But you have to run it with your bow bar on your bow bar. You'll go slower with your 2H. So you want to keep your bow as equipped as fast as possible, as much as possible, I should say. So the way you want to gank someone is I'll probably post some video later, maybe, I don't know, about how you gank something. But you want to do this. Nah, you can't damage this guy. But that's basically what you want to do. You basically want to go invisible, crouch, buff up with everything, rally, relentless focus, and then you want to switch your bow bar. You want to cast Inner Light to get the Mage's Guild. You want to fully charge heavy attack, because this is how you proc Viper as well. And if they're on a horse and they're far away, you want to let go of your heavy attack and immediately hit ambush. And then you want to alt if you have it, and if you don't have it, then instantly use Killer's Blade. And that should be enough to do it. That should be enough to get them down and kill them if they're less than like 25,000 health. If they're anything more than like 27,000, 30,000, I'd recommend waiting until you have your alt up before you try to attack those guys. But anything less than like 20, 25,000, you can probably do just fine with a fully charged heavy attack, ambush, and then Killer's Blade. And if you can get behind them, which I recommend doing, you want to buff up, you want to go invisible, you want to fully charge heavy attack, and then let that go and instantly alt, and then they're basically dead. Very few people can survive that unless they're like completely tanked out. Like anybody in light armor or medium armor, they're instantly dead. There's really no coming back from that. And if you don't kill them, they're going to be very close to death, and then in that case, then you just hit the Killer's Blade. That's why that's there. And usually they don't have enough time to react for that. But anyway, guys, that's my Stamina Nightblade Gank build, and that's everything. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think of the build. If you want me to make anything more like this, then just tell me and in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later.